All right, now I want to spend a little time with the scapula, get some nice glide happening in there. And of course, this is a three-dimensional motion. We're going to work on embodying the motion when we lift our arms. So just go ahead and lift your arm. We'll do both at the same time. So as you bring your arm up, what do you feel the scapula doing? We sort of mentioned it already earlier. The scapula is moving down. So that is in one plane of motion. The scapula is coming down. So you could think scapula down, arm up. You can even think of it like a little lever, like the scapula gets heavy and it just pulls the arm up. That's a nice feeling. Easy. Okay, so now another thing that's happening is it's actually rotating out. So the tip is spinning out. As we go up, see if you can feel that scapula rotating out. So down and out. Yeah, that adds a nice sense of support to the humerus. Scapula down and out. Can show you what's happening there. I'll show you from the back. So as the arm's coming up, the scapula is going down and spinning out. And it feels nice because it's creating this nice sense of support for the humerus. Yeah. And then, so let's just try that. So as the arm comes up, the scapula is going down and out. Good. You may notice that takes a little bit of strain out of the neck muscles. When you really get the scapula gliding down and out, it almost lifts the arm for you. So let's imagine the opposite. The scapula tips stay in, they don't move at all. It's very hard to lift your arms. So what about postural cues that stay, squeeze your scapula together? What good is this doing us, right? Like then I can't actually move. So we have to be really careful with postural cues that we're giving people that may actually be working against function. This is how things get torn. So scapula down and out, and then there's a third motion. They're moving sort of in the transverse plane. They're swinging around the rib cage since the rib cage is rounded there. They're not just gonna go out to the side, they're gonna swing around a bit. So let me see if I can show you with both here. So they're coming down, going this way, and swinging a bit. We sometimes say it's like they're surfing. Surfing on the rib cage. Okay, so you can just do it with your hands once, just so you can feel scapula's going down, swinging around. And then let's see if we can feel that in our own scapula as the arms come up, come down and around. And again, if you're really, attuned to it, you'll feel that now that you've added this third motion, it feels even better. That's the beauty of embodiment. The more specific and accurate we can get with understanding the design and function, the better the experience of it gets. And when we have a better experience of something, we want to do it more. Like we want to continue to do it in a healthful way. It's like a positive feedback loop. Now, so scapula spinning down and around. And again, for me, it really helps. Then the arms just float up when I imagine the motion of the scapula. So I'm not having to activate a whole bunch of muscles and add strain in order to get my arms into the air. I'm just using the design and function in an optimal way that's going to support that function that I'm doing. So that's why it's really important to kind of come back to basics on things. You might have someone who's working really hard, trying to build certain muscles, and what they're doing is adding a lot of strain and tension to the system. And sometimes just getting back to these basic, reminding the brain and the body how the body is designed and function, and embodying that is really going to help the nervous system and the overall muscular and structural and functional systems. Okay, so that's the motion of the scapula really quickly. Normally I would do this with partners, so if you do have some, someone, it's nice for you to be able to put your hands on someone's back and to feel that happen. And it's helpful to have someone else holding your scapula while you do it so you can really feel it. And they can also hold the opposite so you can feel like, wow, we definitely can't move if there's the opposite, which again is one of those common structure or postural cues. So that's the scapula.